want to know a way to approach it. Why you talk to them that? The best we can do is just, like talk to them and lead by example.
And what you do is like find a common ground, something, that good to both of y'all, and then, you just go in with that.
And more so, just speak to them.
Just go to them, but don't be aggressive. You see what I'm saying? Speak to them like they children. Speak to them like you the parent that really love them.
Sometimes you gotta get creative.
Yes.
Family is strength. Family is important. Family is important. Family is all we got. A lot of people don't have family.
We ain't stopping until we make a change. Season 4, GMP 2025. We ain't stopping until we make a change.
Grown Man Podcast, Grown Man Podcast, Grown Man Podcast. Grown Man Podcast, Grown Man Podcast.
We ain't stopping until we make a change.
Grown Man Podcast, Grown Man Podcast, Grown Man Podcast. Grown Man Podcast, Grown Man Podcast.
We ain't stopping until we make a change.
We ain't stopping until we make a change. Informing our community on some bigger and some better things. Injecting your mind frame with positivity and the things you need to change. Let me explain.
Oh no, the gangster just crept through the back door. Spitting venom on the theme for season 4. Grown Man Podcast refined. If you in this out of these lyrics, just like and subscribe. Gangsta gone. In other words, I'm out of here. Every Tuesday 7:30, man, let this shit here.
You gotta tune in the knowledge, wisdom, and power. Giving it to you on the hour.
Grown Man Podcast, Grown Man Podcast, Grown Man Podcast. Grown Man Podcast, Grown Man Podcast, Grown Man Podcast.
We ain't stopping until we make a change.
Grown Man Podcast, Grown.
Welcome, and welcome. You're now tuned in to Grown Men Podcast. Real men, real issues with real solutions. Thank y'all so much for joining us and tuning in. This is season 4, episode 8, and I am your host, Another Chance. So grateful to be here. God is awesome. We are blessed, and we're here to do it again for you guys. So thank you again for tuning in and joining us. We have a great show for you tonight. If I can introduce, I'm going to do it early because I'm excited he's here. He's my brother from another mother, and he's actually here in the studio with us. So if I can get you guys to put in a great round of applause. Before I bring him up, I want to say a few things. Just a second. Before you guys get too excited. I got to put on my glasses for this, if y'all don't mind. So, I want you guys to meet the once 12 sought-out celebrity barber in the world for his fades. The boy's bad, okay? Who is a skilled master barber, beard specialist, facial skin specialist, who grooms his clients one haircut at a time. His name is Sidney Jackson. Sidney Jackson has had the privilege of working and serving several celebrities through our world. So basically, he's a celebrity barber, guys. He's not no anytime barber. He's a celebrity barber. Whether in movies, basketball, football, baseball, your top 3 golfers in the world, with every businessman, family man, and children, Mr. Jackson serves the underprivileged. Yeah, yes, he does. And homeless as much more Mr. Jackson is married to his beautiful wife for 26 years. Wow, that's awesome. Who is his number one cheerleader and fan? That's so important. Um, that's awesome. So come out, you guys put your hands together and celebrate this guy. He's in the studio with us, the one and only, the celebrity barber, my friend, your friend. Y'all put your hands together for my friend, my brother, Sidney, Sid J. Jackson.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you.
Woo!
Glad to be here. Glad to be here.
Sidney Jackson, the camera, the mic is yours, brother. Before we get into the questions, I'm gonna bring in the other hosts. That way, we can all prepare the questions together as we begin. Okay, so you can tell the world about you, but I'm gonna bring them on real quick. Let's bring aboard Gangster from Cali. What's going on, Gangster?
His mic muted.
Your mic muted, Gangster. Your mic muted. While Gangster is fixing his mic, we'll bring up Trinice B. What's going on, TB? How you doing, sis?
Hey y'all, how y'all doing? I'm
Yes,
glad to be back again. I'm glad to be back again.
Yes. Gangster, you got your mic right? Not yet. It's something you got muted over there. Make sure it's not muted on our side.
They won't let me unmute because he have it muted.
Okay. And we also got MJB in the building, our other host. MJB, what's going on, boss man?
I'm doing good. How y'all doing?
Good. I know y'all got a lot of questions for Sidney. Let's go ahead and get started, but real fast, we want to find out who is the man that I've been talking about and who you guys been waiting to see. So we want to find out what's so big about Sid J, man. Y'all check him out, man. Sid J, talk to him, brother.
First of all, thank you for allowing me the opportunity to come on Grown Men Podcast and share a little bit of this wisdom and knowledge that I've gathered throughout the years. We're going to cover a couple topics. First of all, I was, like my introduction stated, I was one of the 12, I was the 12th most sought after barber in the world at one point. I've done over 150 celebrities, swimming from basketball players, football players, golfers, actors, singers. I pretty much made my way around in the barbering industry. I currently have, I'm on my third shop. Currently, we have the Broom Room Barbershop and Spa. It's located on 7586 West Sand Lake Road in Orlando, Florida, in the Dr. Phillips area. It's a salon suite. That's what we're operating out of right now. Also, I've started acting. I've been doing that for a few months now, and that's pretty much the overall view of what I've been doing. And I want to give all praise to God for everything that I've accomplished in my life and that I'm going to accomplish and that I'm doing right now.
Okay, if I can ask, well, I'm not going to jump the gun. Trinice, ladies first, do you got a question for Sid J?
Well, I definitely, being in the hair industry in Orange County, I definitely remember him. I remember his wife, his beautiful wife. I remember, I do. I remember you being one of those top-notch Barbaras, and I haven't been in Orange County like that too much. I'm in Lake County now, but it's good to know that you and your wife is still pushing the business. You still on top of things. God is expanding your territory. So welcome to the Grown Man Podcast. I am so excited to fellowship with you tonight.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
Appreciate that.
That's good stuff. That's real too, because we've been together 26 years. I didn't know they've been together that long, man. That's a long time, man.
28. Yeah.
I actually married 26. It's a beautiful.
I have had the privilege of doing his wife's hair. at one point in time. Yes, and I mean, when I say she's one of the down to earth go getters, and she's humble with it. So I didn't even know her husband was her husband. It's
Right.
just that she just brought her energy, and then she was like, "Yeah, girl, you know." And when she had it, let me know who her husband was at the time. I was like, "Oh, okay." But like they say, when you see a king, there's always a queen.
Yes. You're definitely right about that, man. Because my queen, she stand by me every day, and I know exactly what you mean. But Trinice, you said it like 3 or 4 times, so I gotta tell you, sis.
What?
She's right here in the studio with us, man.
Oh, okay. Hey,
in the studio with us, man.
Hey, First Lady, how you doing? Long time no see.
Praise the Lord. Hey.
We travel everywhere together.
That was so kind. Thank you for the kind words.
Definitely.
Gangster, did you fix your mic, man? Can we hear?
Still muted.
Are you still muted?
It's unmuted now. Muted.
It keep muting
It was
itself back.
unmuted.
I don't know why his stuff do that.
Take your time, brother. It's muted now, but you should be able to see it right there at the bottom of the screen. So
it's unmuted.
I got a question for Sid J, because you know I've been knowing you for a long time, brother. You know we've been to high school together, we grew up together, and my brother was in the same neighborhood. You know, Pine Hills. You know, my brother was asking me. He said, "Well, you know, what you know? Can you tell me something about Sid?" And he knows you. You know, he's just a little bit older than
Right.
But you played football, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, Sidney was a star, man, in high school, man. You know, he was one of those pretty boys in high school. You know, he was a quarterback.
No, free safety.
Free safety.
Okay, quarterback was Bino around Swallow.
Bino.
And Chris Lloyd.
Yeah. Bino and Chris Lloyd.
Yeah. Double quarterback situation.
Okay. Speaking of those guys, Corey, Jermaine Blunt is Buddy B. He's still there and watching now. Right. He got a big shout out for you, man. He was like, shout out to Sidney, man. He's so glad that you're in the studio. Yeah. But as I was saying, I've been knowing this cat for years, man. We grew up together. We went to high school together. You know, I watched him start his shops, and you know, he used to cut my hair back in the day, man. And to find out that he's where he's at now is a blessing from God, man. I knew of maybe 1 or 2 celebrities, like, you know, some big celebrities he's cutting, but I guess word of mouth, it got him cutting all these wonderful, you know, people, and I think that's just God, and that's a beautiful thing. And now, you know, what attracted me even more to get more attention to my brother is because, you know, now he's using his talents and he's digging in his gift box, and I can really appreciate that. He's using his time for something that's going to benefit others. And shouts out to you for that, CJ.
Yes, more props.
We have comments.
Okay, we're going to take the comments in just a few moments.
So what he's referring to now is I recently started acting. It's something I've done for a long time as far as plays, different areas like that. But recently, I was invited to be a part of the Country Wayne skit with my good friend Eric Gray, who we also grew up with. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Same neighborhood. You know,
Eric looked familiar.
Same upbringing, right? Went to Evans, all of that. You know what I'm saying? He was blessed with the opportunity, and he thought enough of me to reach back and pull me up with him. So that was a blessing. I appreciate him for that. But we've been on the Country Wayne skits since November. And he's the Don. He plays Damien Eo's father on the Country Wayne skits, and I'm his number 2. I'm his right-hand man. Okay. Right. There's some other guys who think they're the right-hand man. I'm the current guy. And it's been a blessing. It's something that I always loved and wanted to do in the back of my mind. Me and my little brother, Alex Jackson, who's currently the principal at Edgewater. Okay. Dr. Jackson. Yes, Dr. Jackson. Don't let me show you. Younger brother. Yes, my younger brother. He graduated from Edgewater High School in 2000. And here we are 25 years later, he's the principal of Edgewater.
Amen. First black man.
First black principal, first female principal, and the first alumni student to become principal of Oakland County High School. I mean, he really did it from Pine Hills, just like me. We all, you know, he has a saying, just a kid from Pine Hills that I try to steal from him. And, you know, we try to tell that to other kids from Pine Hills. And look at us, you know, we accomplished kids from Pine Hills.
Right.
You know, it's a place that a lot of people look down on and turn their nose up to. So it's a lot of brothers coming out of Pine Hills that are in there, you know, mid time in life, and they're doing a lot of things.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Coming out of we got a lot of stuff. I'm sorry, go ahead, gang. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, my bad, man. I'm just saying. Yeah, it's a good thing, man, coming out of Pine Hills. You know, we all from the hills. I'm from Pine Hills. I think I'm in California now. You know what I'm saying? But that's a good thing y'all doing, Mr. Jackson. Mr. Jackson, right? Yeah. Yeah, man. Keep on shining, man, and keep moving forward, partner.
Yeah.
For real, man. Keep growing and keep doing what you do, man. It's a good thing. And I know your fade had to be tight because celebrities. I know you put it together pretty good.
Yeah, you're bad.
Congratulations on that.
We used to go head to head, man. Sidney a bad boy with the Clippers, man. And he been doing it how long now, dude?
Since I was 14, bro.
Man, that's a long time.
So I wanted to circle back on that a little bit. So I started cutting hair when I was 14 in my mother's garage. Even as a child, I was gifted in cutting hair. I had the entire football team at Edmond. I had most of the basketball players cutting hair. And I had Easter Sundays, which we're coming up on Easter. We're coming up on Easter now. So I used to cut hair on Easter Sunday at the Ebon Temple, the church I grew up in. Okay. And I had all the kids in the place, bro. I had $200-300 on Easter Sunday morning. You know what I mean? All the kids I cut. Nice. It's always been a blessing. Got something God blessed me with. Now, I wanted to segue into this with that topic being talked about. My whole entire barber career was prophesied to me. Believe it or not. Yeah. It was prophesied to me about 20 years ago. A little over 20 years ago. And what I remember what she told me was, she said, I see you cut celebrities hair. She said,
God said.
She said, God said, I see you cut celebrities hair. She said, don't be surprised if the president sits in your chair. I haven't cut the president of the United States, but I have cut several presidents of companies, Pepsi, you know, different companies, Garden, right? I've had several presidents in my chair, so it's all about interpretation, how you want to accept it, right? But my whole career has been a blessing from the Lord, right? All I did was get obedient and, you know, and stay the course and pursuing what, you know, He put in front of you.
And you reap the blessings. Yes, sir. That's wonderful, man.
Some of the celebrities that I've cut, just to name a few, one of my first ones was Grant Hill. Right?
Grant Hill.
Got Grant Hill off the plane. He was on crutches coming to the Magic. From that, you know, him being in Ellsworth and the neighborhoods over there, I was able to get in with him. You know, I met Tiger Woods, I met Jason Richardson, I met Matt Barnes. I can go on and on. I've had 8 out of 15 Magic players on the team all at once. I've even been blessed to have 10 haircuts on the basketball court at one time. A lot of people don't know that. Yeah, I cut Orlando Magic and the Phoenix Suns when they played each other. Yeah. And at one point in the game, 10 haircuts on the court that I did. Right, so that was exciting.
Yeah, man. Yeah. That's an experience.
So in the barber industry, I've made my rounds, I've done my laps, right? I've done the workouts, I've lifted the weights, and God has blessed me.
Yeah. That's why you're on your third shop now, man. And what is it called? The groom room. Yeah, that's top notch, high quality talk. You know, you gotta be a celebrity to go up there. I'm just telling you.
Nah. I cut everybody.
I mean,
cut
everybody. But I mean, you know, it's a nice place, man. Y'all definitely go see Sid, man. Give me the address one more time.
It's 7586 West Sand Lake Road, Orlando, Florida, 32819. I'm in the Plaza, the Plaza, right in the same plaza as ADB's restaurant. ADB's Rocco's Tacos. It's a popular little area, so. Be hard to find.
Definitely. Y'all definitely get Sidney a call. make appointments. You want to give me your number?
Sure. 407-683-5541. Again, that's 407-683-5541. Also, I'm on Bootsy, the app called Bootsy, and you search the Groom Room, and it'll bring me right on up.
Nice. Any other information you want to pass out before we get this show started, my brother? We got so many comments. I'm so sorry, man. I've been so rude. It's just so much information that Sid had to give to you guys. But we got a lot of comments. We thank you for your energy and your input. Engineer, Gangster, help us out with the comments.
Let me see.
Go ahead. I can't see him yet. But you go ahead and read him if you see him.
You can read him, maybe.
You ain't reading it?
No, go ahead.
No. Go ahead and read them.
Oh, you loud and clear, right, Gangster?
Well, Diana Love says really good guy. And then we have
That's my acting coach.
Diana Love. Sidney is a great
she's on
actor
skits as
too.
well. She's on the skits as well. She plays the detective in the same skits that I'm in.
I've seen some of the skits.
Her name's Diana. She's on the skits as well. We have I'm in her acting class. She's a great coach. She taught me a lot. And
y'all definitely check out those skits, man. He's on those skits with Country Wayne, man. He's going places, man, with Eric Gray,
yeah.
Top Dog. I saw my boy Troy on there.
Yeah, definitely Troy. So even with this acting thing, right? This acting thing has been totally a blessing. Eric Gray, Troy Williams, all the names, Diana Love, right? All these names you're naming, these people are seasoned. Seasoned, right? So for me to even be where I'm at, to be close to them, to be mingling with them in this field, right? This different. This the same way I talk about barbering and how I attacked it and conquered barbering. They've done that with the acting. So for God to put me in their presence and to learn from them and to you know what I'm saying, to hone this thing, because it's always been one of my passions as well. So to hone it with them, oh man, it's been a blessing.
That is a blessing.
I have a question. For Mr. Sid. Is it variety parts that you play on, like the stage play role? I mean, the stage play roles that you do with Country Wayne in the
No, so we're in a world. It's almost like a soap opera.
Yeah, I mean, I follow him, so I know exactly what you're talking about. I've seen the hospital rooms and all that.
So I'm the right hand man to Damien's father, to Don.
I thought you was like a bodyguard or something.
Yeah.
Troy, well, so
Sidney protected it. What's going on?
He's a secret agent.
I'm kind of number two. So my character,
you're like an undercover.
Yeah, I'm still Sidney. I'm still Sidney the barber, right? I'm still a barber. I was in the Marines. I went to the Marines.
We was in the Marines together.
Yeah, Marines.
We was in the Marines together.
Protect the
we hold
right? Yeah, we hold that.
Thank you.
So I'm still a Marine, the barber. Yeah. But my secret identity is that I'm the number two to the mob.
Oh.
I'm the number two to the mob, right? Yeah. So that's my secret identity. That the world knows, that the skit man knows, right?
So those skits are found on which pages?
Country Wayne's platform.
On Country Wayne's
platform. He has it on
pages.
Facebook. He has it on YouTube, and he has it on TikTok.
Okay.
And his skits doesn't last that long. It keep you in like suspense. You know what I'm saying? They be like quick, straight to the point. And that is a great platform to be on. And Country Wayne, you can tell that man is so humble. And he works for the kingdom in that area. And I'm just so excited for you. It's just so, I mean, it's amazing. That's great leadership to be under.
I saw my brother Sidney on that clip. Eric Gray. Because I didn't remember who Eric Gray was.
I gotta go back and look now.
Just like he was starting. And then I say Troy. Troy is a seasoned vet. I say, wait. Sidney is
and Troy's from Pine Hill.
Lord, I gotta. I said, but what I said to myself was, he's in his box, man. He's in his bag, man. He's doing what?
Yeah.
And you know, I don't think he was sitting around saying, "Okay, I'm about to be an actor." No, I think he just what God gave him, and he said, "I'm not going to be scared of it, and I'm going to accept it, and I'm going to dive into my bag and see what God can make of this." And I think that's something everybody should do, man.
So Sidney,
I'm proud of you, brother.
Hey, Sidney. So, how did you come in contact with Country Wayne?
I didn't. Like I said, I was blessed to be taken on this journey with Eric Gray. Eric Gray was contacted. Eric Gray is actually the star in our world, right? So Jamie and Gio is the producer.
Eric Gray, hold on. Did he do that movie?
Is the young dude, right? Is Eric's son.
Eric Gray.
Yeah, so Eric Gray has a movie coming out called Get After.
Oh my God. Yeah. Hold on. Eric Gray is the guy with the dreads, right?
Yeah.
And he played. Okay, so I know exactly who you're talking about because I was on their star team for the Turnaround.
Right. Turnaround movie. Yeah.
Yes. Okay, so I'm like Eric Gray. Man, that is awesome.
So like I said, I'm surrounded by great actors and very seasoned people, and that makes me work harder, right? It makes me be serious about what I'm doing. I don't want to embarrass them. I don't want to be in there like I'm the baby in the room. So I've been working really hard. I've been studying, and I've been trying to perfect this craft so that I can just, stand in the room with them. You know what I'm saying?
Well, you're doing well, brother. You're doing well, man. You're giving it 100%. I was thinking to myself, I wanted to make sure I told Sidney to continue to do all you can do because all you can do is enough, and that's what you're doing, man. So keep doing it. It's just gonna take you where you're trying to go, man. Any more comments?
Yes, I'll go ahead and read the comments. We have Diana Quintanilla says hello. Buddy B says salute GMP in the panel. Big salute to the home Sid J. Still got love for you, bro. Still remember the good old high school days.
Yes, sir.
And Sid, we still got us a legendary Evans High School Kappa.
Yeah. I forgot about the Kappas. Yeah. Corey told me that you helped us create one of the dance moves that we put together. I'm not gonna say.
Also, Chance, you know how to dance.
Used to, sis. I don't need balls on me like that. Used to. We talking about.
I'm gonna have to put you on the spot at one of our community events. I'm gonna have to do that.
About a long time ago, but we had a fraternity, and Sidney helped us with one of the moves. But yeah.
Man, I had to paddle and everything. Yeah. Of course, man. Corey bringing up old memories. Yeah. So that was the high school step team. So I like to consider myself as an artist, right? Like an old school Renaissance man. I could draw, I can write. I attempted to rap. Remember back in the '90s. So I can write. I can draw with a pencil. That drawing with a pencil helped me with cutting hair and doing design like that, right? So I like to say I'm a Renaissance type of guy, right? Like Erykah Badu, my wife hated that I quote this, but she said I'm an artist and I'm sensitive about my stuff, right?
Yeah,
so
I know exactly.
I feel like I'm an artist, like an old school Renaissance type of person, right? So I feel like I can do a lot of stuff in the art realm, right? I can draw, I can paint, I can sing, I can draw, I can write, I can draw, I can dance.
You are.
So arts is something that I've always loved, and everything.
And then you are gifted with creativity.
Yes, ma'am.
You know what I'm saying? And then you have the spirit of excellence.
Yes, ma'am.
So with that combined, it's no limits to what God can do. When it comes down to your hands, your creativity, and how you play, your placement, how you execute. So yes.
Any more comments?
All right, we have David Crandall. Sid is a real dude. He definitely solid.
DC.
Thanks, D.
Spider. Spider's on the skits as well.
Okay.
Then we
Spider's on
have
the skits as well.
His name is Spider on the skit.
Yeah, on the skit he's Spider.
Okay,
His
so I
name
gotta
is
look
Crandall,
for
but on the skits he's Spider. Yeah, yeah.
What's up, Spider? Thanks for your energy, fam.
Then we have Kevin D. Budsby, Sidney, a real one.
Appreciate you, bro.
That's
Appreciate
real.
it,
And then we have Shania Jackson. What does Bearded Lord stand for?
Bearded.
Well, bearded. Oh, see some shit. I guess.
What did it say, Bearded Lord?
No,
Oh.
no, not bearded Lord.
Listen, she's talking about Lord. No.
Oh, okay. It says
Bearded
that's what it
actually,
says.
Bearded is the book that I
Yeah,
wrote.
she probably had a typo.
That's
But
the
that's
book.
what
Yeah, the book that I
Yeah.
wrote was on my sweatshirt. Bearded, the ultimate guide to a better beard. It's written by myself, Sidney Jackson, and the foreword was done by my brother, Dr. Alex Jackson. Bearded is a guide to. I used to get questions all the time, man. How you growing your beard? And your beard looks so healthy and so nice. So I got tired of answering them one at a time. So I just put it all in the book. So now when people have that question, I just steer them to that. It's even more than I can answer just with the question.
Can
right?
you bring us a sample of the book?
Actually, I do have one. Yeah, we have one. I have one.
That's so good.
We'll go to commercial break. When we come back to the commercial, we'll have it for you guys. And we'll also have the Queen's book. She has a book out as well.
Yes, yes.
What was the title of her book?
Hers is Through the Eyes of a Nobody, So I Thought.
We definitely want you guys to take a look at that as well. Yeah. Shanice, you're in the office, and you can.
And look, we can put those links in the comments, so those that are viewing, they can just click the link and go right to purchase his book and his beautiful wife book. Like,
we're gonna have to tell them how to get to him because we don't have the links prepped, but they'll tell them how to reach him. Absolutely.
Okay. Both of us can be found on Amazon. My wife has her own special link that she sells from as well. But mine is currently on Amazon at the moment.
Go to Amazon,
yeah,
guys.
put it in the comments when y'all get a chance, so they can just.
What do they type in when they go to Amazon? See?
It would be Bearded, the ultimate guide to a better beard for myself, through the eyes of a nobody. So I thought.
Nice.
By Geraldine Jackson. And if you go to her Facebook page, Geraldine Sharonda Hilton and Jackson, you can definitely get one if you message her. She has plenty on hand to ship it to you herself.
What a big heart.
There should be a way to pin that in the comments, I guess.
Yeah, I'll put it in the comments.
Yes.
I mean.
Okay.
Okay, we'll get them there.
Yeah.
Shout out to my daughter. That's my daughter, Shania Jackson.
Okay, man.
Put it in there for us.
So we have 6 sons.
You know the name is Shania?
Yes, Shania.
I got to do it.
Oh man,
oh yeah,
that's right. All right.
So, shouts out to Shania. Thank you there for your energy and your love.
Shania, put it in the comments for your mom and your daddy, okay?
Yeah, tag the comment, Shania. And we got one more. We got Eugene Walker. He's the done in waiting, heir to the throne.
Okay.
That's a good way to think. But Eugene, he's in my acting class. We start off together. Hope you see us in some real movies one day together. Yeah.
All right. Well, shouts out, Eugene. We appreciate your love, your support, and your energy and your comment. Thank you. With all minds, any more comments?
We got some real supporters, man. We need that. Oh, God.
Diana Love says, hey, and Shania say, let's go. They're my parents.
Yes. Shout out, Diana. Thank you for your energy and your support.
All right. We'll go ahead and get the show started if you want.
Let's get it started.
And all hearts are clear. We'll go ahead and get the show started. Thank you, yes, for your energy. Fans that's tuning in for your comments and your heartfelt energy. Let's get the show started.
Thank you.
Today's current events.
Convicted killer is on the run after a mistake allowed him to walk out of the Clayton County Jail.
Kathan Guzman left the jail nearly 2 weeks ago, and tonight he could be anywhere. This mugshot is from 2022, taken just a day after his girlfriend was found strangled to death in their bathtub.
11 Alive's Cody Alcorn live tonight outside of the Clayton County Jail. So, Cody, how in the world did this happen?
Well, Ron and Jennifer, Christina Grayson says she was told it was a coding error by a sheriff's office employee that allowed the man accused of killing her daughter to walk out of this jail a free man. Now, she lives in Florida, and I spoke to her just a few hours ago over the phone.
Being what he did to Delilah, I would say that the public is in imminent danger.
Christina Grayson referring to Kathan Guzman.
Mr. Guzman took the life of my daughter, Delilah Grayson. She was 19 years old.
A horrific crime.
After he strangled the life out of her,
Inside the Riverdale apartment Guzman and Grayson shared.
he picked her up off of the floor and put her in the bathtub and shut the door so he could figure a way out.
Grayson's body was found August 7th, 2022. The following day, Guzman was arrested, charged with murder. Fast forward to October 2024.
We went to trial October 21st.
Convicted and sentenced on October 25th.
He had been sentenced to 30 years with the possibility of parole, 30 years to life.
Nearly 6 months later,
I was contacted about 3:08 p.m. yesterday that the error had occurred.
And a big one.
They see that he was let go in the system on March the 27th, 2025.
Guzman allowed to walk out of jail.
How does this happen? You know.
And why did it take so long?
I was notified 11 days after the release. He could be in my backyard. Like, I am petrified for my life. I mean, obviously a life didn't mean a thing to him. He didn't blink twice. He left her there by herself.
What's wild about all of this is the sheriff's office has still not put out any public alert about a convicted killer walking out of this jail into this neighborhood. Tonight, the U.S. Marshals Service confirms they are assisting in this manhunt. And just literally about an hour and a half ago, the DA telling me they are extremely disappointed with the sheriff's office employees, saying they worked for 3 years to get this to court and convict Guzman to get this family justice, only to find out yesterday that he's now out and running the streets. Live in Jonesboro, Cody Alcorn, 11 Alive News.
Yeah, Cody, a frustrating and frightening situation there. Thank you so much.
Shouts out to coverage, Channel 11 for that live coverage of that video. And our condolences goes out to that young lady and her family. I'm sorry, Gangster. Go ahead, brother.
That's wild, that's wild, man. They let that cat straight up out the jail hard like that, though, man.
I never heard anything like that before in my life.
Nah, man, it's amazing that happened, man. It's just, man. And then, get out for a minute, you know what I'm saying? You don't care about taking no life, you know what I'm saying? I mean, some people should have been known immediate. They should have known immediate. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just saying, personally, they do nothing to nobody.
Yeah, I mean, it's always something missing behind the story, but if they say it was an accident, why would it be an accident on someone that just got sentenced to 30 years? You're supposed to go up the road. I mean, how could this possibly happen? I just always think it's always something behind the story now. Go ahead, JB. Any thoughts on the issue?
My biggest thing is he can't go too far. Too much technology out here. And he'll be a dumb fool to get on the social media.
Well, we got an answer to that. Any comment from you regarding this?
When I listen to it, I think of it from a different perspective, right? Because I see people in my chair all the time, and you know, obviously, bro had dreads, so he's probably not visiting the barber often, but I try to recognize stuff like that when people sit in my chair. I try to see when they have a problem. God has given me a little bit of different discernment, so I can tell when something's weighing heavy on one of my clients or something like that. And if I can, if God's willing and His mercy is enduring forever, I try to bring up the topic, whatever it may be. Hey man, anything, bothering you, is something we can talk about. I even lock my door with that person inside the room. I think other barbers, that's something they could do. Try to recognize, if you know your clients and you've been cutting their hair for 10, 15, 5, 10 or 15 years, and you see something wrong with them, try to talk to them. Try to see if you can pick their brain. That might be the only opportunity, that might be the only moment that they have to reconsider, rethink, or change their mind.
And Sid J, I'm glad you pointed that out real quick, because that's something that the old school barbers do. We use cutting as a counseling tool when we cut the young bucks' head, but even the older dudes' head, we try to get advice, but we always communicate. We don't just sit there just to get the dollar. That's not what it's about. And we can appreciate that, Sid J. You know what I mean? Go ahead.
You know what, Chance? We can all become an angel in the moment.
Mm-hmm. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
What you was about to say, Gangster?
No, nothing. I'm just it's wild. That's all I mean.
Okay, let's and once again, our condolences goes out to that family from GMP regarding that young lady. I don't know if y'all heard, but the guy strangled her.
Yeah,
and then put it in
yeah, he did years ago. He already convicted him. He's scarred for that. He's stupid for that anyway.
Yeah, he got away. They let him out. I don't know how that happened. We don't know how that happened. We don't know why.
But they said it was a
never let anybody
code,
out.
It was a code malfunction somewhere in the computer.
That never happened before in my life, man. I never heard of that before, man.
Somebody on the inside tried to help it.
So watch this this next clip. Watch this next clip.
A convicted killer mistakenly released from jail in Georgia is back in custody in Orange County. Kathan Guzman was sentenced for killing his girlfriend last November. West News' Gail Pascal Brown spoke to his mother, who wants to set the record straight, saying her son is no escapee.
Iris Guzman says what happened was awful. Her son, Kathan Guzman, was found guilty of strangling his girlfriend, Delilah Grayson, to death and was sentenced to 30 years in Georgia. But she adds,
he was never out to hurt anyone. He was never running, hiding, evading. Nothing like that was ever happening.
She says 2 weeks ago, she got a call from him saying, "Mom, they're letting me out of jail." The Clayton County Sheriff's Office told the NBC station in Atlanta Guzman was let out because workers were not paying attention and that his charges were missed in a court document. And so Friday morning around 11 a.m., she says law enforcement came in full force and tactical gear to her Ocoee home.
And he was apprehended, and he went without a fight. He went willingly, as he did the first time around when he turned himself in for his crimes. I did get a chance to say goodbye, and all I could do was hug him and just watch him be ripped away from me again after he turned himself in and accepted what he did, chin up, chest out. There is nothing right about this situation.
She says before she left the jail, she called every agency possible to make sure everything was correct.
You make a mistake like this, and now he's held accountable. You release him with no instruction on where to go, where to follow through, no paperwork, go here, meet there, check in here, nothing. There was nothing.
She says only the discharge papers, which identified his clothing.
I called the jail. Are you sure? Run his name. I don't want to leave without I was brushed off. Ma'am, we just get a piece of paper that says they going home and they go home.
Are you going to seek any legal help in this?
I intend to. I'm sure at this point I have to. Something has to be done. Somebody has to be held accountable because this cannot keep happening.
Covering Orange County in Ocoee, Gail Pascal Brown, West 2 News.
And at last check, he is still in the Orange County jail awaiting extradition back to Georgia.
Shouts out to Channel West 2 News for coverage of that video. And as you guys can see, he was captured in Ocoee, and now he's awaiting time in Orange County.
That nigga around the corner, man. That nigga was around the corner. I said that nigga was around the corner.
Yeah, he was up the street, around the corner. Where I'm at.
Come on, yeah. You know what I'm saying?
He was up there near the West Oaks Mall.
I'm just glad they caught him, man. I'm just glad.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. But yeah, it's glad they caught him, man. But that nigga came straight to Orange County, man.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. How did you get?
I mean, if they let you go, where would you have went, Jesse?
I'm saying, I'm going home.
Everybody going home. You really don't have any other places to go to.
I ain't no front. I wouldn't have went home. That's where you go back to prison.
If they sentence you 30 years and you waiting to go to prison, they let you out.
You don't see me no more.
Oh, you would have bought the system, Mark. You just would have bought the system.
I'm a hit you. Like
you
in the same boat.
Hey, you better not get on no social media.
I told my brother, I told Free Cypher, I said, hey, I don't think I would have went home. I don't think I would have went home.
Yeah, I think his mother messed him up because she shouldn't have been doing all that phone calls and all that stuff. I mean, you did too much. You did extremely too much. You say you call you telling them to run the man name and everything.
That's how they call him.
That's how they called him, huh? How you gonna seek legal attention?
I don't see
I
how
would
they
have.
let him.
I would turn my mom.
I don't see how they let it kill him.
I'm done.
I don't see how they do that.
You turned them in, but I did talk to my clients about this, right? And the first thing came to my mind was this man had to, like, God must have gave him some type of closure. Because grace is, I mean, we not in control of grace. And for him to for the system to be glitched, for him to go back to his mama house one more time, to what I'm saying, for that short time or whatever he needed, it was given to him.
Yeah.
And he had that period to write
his mom. Yeah.
Yeah. So I looked at it as like, man, like that's unexplainable. But he went back in peace. So, even though we're judging him according to his deeds, even Jesus on the cross next to that thief, just at that right time, he asked him, remember me.
Yeah.
Out of all that he did. And that was the first man that got saved. Like, literally saved.
That man did turn his life over.
Price.
Well, see, here's the thing. The thing is when you be real with yourself, then God understands your heart.
He'll give you grace.
There you go.
That's right. Like I hope he turned his life over, man, because that's something serious. Sis.
I'm quite sure he did.
He's affected that whole family around him. You know what I mean? Take away that girl from that mother and the family.
Right, and I know she was devastated. I know she was, boy, listen, if I knew that I was there at every court hearing to persecute this fool, okay.
You heard her comment, yeah, she was mad.
And then they make a mistake and let him out. And I ain't moved since then. Oh my God, I would have been, you know what I'm saying, like really having it out too. But he, like his mama said, he ain't do nothing, he came home.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And nobody deserves death, but at the end of the day, he took his own life when he took that 19-year-old girl, that 14-year-old girl life.
Yeah.
He took his own life.
God can give, man. That's terrible, man. God bless you again, man. That's sad. That's sad.
But words can't explain the glitch in that moment. Like only him and God know why that happened for him, regardless of what we think we should have been. Yeah.
I don't even mind around a reason why he would do that. I don't even want to talk about it.
I mean, look at Paul. Paul was a murderer. He crucified Christians. You know what I'm saying? But he wrote majority of the New Testament. You know what I'm saying? Like he was a murderer. So the judgment.
God could use that young man in a mighty way.
You know, he's just gonna be in a tough situation while God using him. So,
That's right.
you know, if he can find peace within himself, maybe write about it and tell about it, and try to help someone after him. You know,
Great work, though. Yeah, it's gonna take work.
That's why I prayed and said, Lord, let me hug my mama one more time.
That's
Lord,
right.
let me do this one more time.
And then we don't know the prayers of the mother. The mother might have said, prayed that, hey,
correct.
One more time.
Yes, boy.
So
You never
God
know.
will honor
You
your
never
prayer.
know the reason behind that.
God working mysterious ways.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
While we're around here trying to, you know, hold judgment and persecution against somebody's actions, God will give them grace. That's why we got to be careful. Even though you may not like a person or you may not be agreement with them or what they have done, you don't know where they stand with God.
That's right.
You know? So,
And
hey.
as men, that's why I like to be proactive instead of reactive. As men, right, they say iron sharpens iron, right? Somebody around him heard his conversation, heard the things he said, heard how he talked. And as a iron sharpening that iron, you can be able to tell him, no, bro, that don't make no sense. No, bro, that ain't gonna work out for you. Then what's gonna happen after you do that? Or why are you thinking like that? You have to be able to challenge your brother. You have to be able to challenge another brother, you know, and they have to be able to accept it, you know. And that's how we gonna heal the community and heal one another and sharpen that iron, like you say. Exactly.
And hold each other accountable.
That's real stuff. Yeah, accountability. That's real stuff. Coming right from CJ, man. I thank y'all so much for tuning in and for watching. I thank y'all, my hosts, for joining in. And CJ, we thank you for
appreciate you having me, everybody. I appreciate all y'all allowing me the opportunity to come on Grown Men Podcast.
Yes, sir. You're more than welcome. Do we have it? We got more comments before we take a quick break?
We have David Crandall that gave the link. It's in the comments. Bearded.
Thanks, David.
The ultimate guide to a better beard. It's in the comments. We have Melissa Peters. Where's Clayton County?
That's in Atlanta. That's in Georgia.
Georgia. That's in Georgia. So the guys locked up in Georgia, but they found him here in Ocoee.
Found him here in Ocoee.
They're gonna take him back.
Yeah.
Okay, Melissa also says Gangster Rick talking about Orange County home. LOL.
Of course, you know that. Yeah, I'm talking about the food. Orange County. Yeah, you know.
Now I'm a witness to that because I've been knowing gangster since oh my God, since I was like 17 years old.
Yeah, man, I've been there in the old long time. I'm from Mercy, but you know, I'm talking about old Mercy.
You talking about Murder Drive. Murder Drive. And then it was Murder Drive. It wasn't Mercy.
Murder Drive.
Oh, Mr. Lee. No, smart. Yeah, I come from the Lake Lawn. That's why I live at Lake Lawn.
We have two more comments from Melissa. Melissa says, how many people in jail for murder would go straight home and stay there? I mean, if they got out on error.
That's what I'm saying.
And again, we don't know his prayers. He probably just got out and did what he asked God to do for him. You know, we don't know.
But listen, nobody would have went home. Nobody would have went to the house.
Nobody that really wanted to keep being free. You wasn't going to no house.
No, I wouldn't have went. I'd have called my mama. From Brazil.
Man. I don't think he stayed there. I just think that he ended up, that's where they end up getting him. I think he probably moved around a little bit. But shoot, he probably was paranoid too. And they should have got the mama for accessory after the fact. You know? She should have called the police and say, I know my son ain't supposed to be out there. I'm mess around to get her own stuff in trouble.
Mom's trying to get paid. She said, I'm looking at this because somebody got to be responsible. Let your son go by accident. You gonna sue them?
I mean, but what would you sue for? Like, what would, like, who could sue? If anything, I think the opposite. Family could sue.
Yeah.
Because of the liability, but I don't think the mother of the, you know, the persecutor.
Yeah, there's a lot of A lot of questions we got behind that, but we thank you so much for your energy and your thoughts behind that, sis. And to all of our viewers, we appreciate you and we love you big time. We're gonna take a quick pause for the calls, guys. We'll be right back after these messages. Don't go nowhere.
Okay, behind my seat, a couple of my signs. I think one is not.
Great. And I just first, before we start anything, just want to say thank you for allowing me to be a part of this platform, because I think that you guys are awesome, especially for the language that you are speaking to the body, to the nation. So I'm true to be a part of this. So thank you again.
I love everything you guys are doing, man. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. For real. It's time. This is the time right now. Yes, sir. What you guys are doing right now, man. So believe me, God is moving, and that's what I love. That's why I'm here.
Well, I mean, first of all, I'm glad to be finally on the Grown Men podcast. All right. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, I feel like I'm eating steak and potatoes. That's real. Yeah, we ain't on milk today. I like that. Yeah, we ain't on that milk. Yeah, we ain't on that. I like it.
I'm so glad to be in episode 7.
Yes. Honored to be on you guys' show. I'm such a fan, so thank y'all so much for this opportunity.
Good. Hey, I'm happy to be on your show, man. You know what I'm saying? Finally. You know what I'm saying? I've been supporting for a minute, but I'm happy to be on your show. Finally get here and talk around with y'all.
Man, y'all, it was easy. Shit, y'all some real.
Man, I appreciate being in the Gangsta's Corner, bro. I've been watching for a while.
Before we get started, I wanted to say y'all thank you for sharing your platform with me and allow me to come sit down and eat these chicken today. I greatly appreciate that.
And going into season 2, this thing, hey man, a lot of people don't understand the podcast method, man, but it's about to take off. It's about to take off to the next level. And as long as y'all stay rooted and stay grounded, man, y'all gonna be part of that takeoff, man, because y'all got a nice platform. You got a decent platform.
Yes, sir. God bless you.
That technique ain't been working. Them just hiding it in the books. Because we've been cracking them books open. We're cracking them books open. They gonna teach our children that we as a people benefited from being slaves. We benefited from slavery. We got out of slavery. I mean, and the people that's coming out to speak on this here, to speak against it, y'all missing the whole point.
What can we implement and on a daily basis, to get away from killing each other? We killing our nation. That's the problem. What's the solution?
Thank y'all so much for tuning in. We appreciate your patience. Grown Men Podcast. We'll be right back in just a few moments. Thank you so much for tuning in. God bless you. We'll be right back in just a few moments. Thank y'all so much for joining us and tuning in. Thank you so much for joining us and tuning in. Grown Men Podcast. We'll be right back after these few messages. We're just fixing a few things, and we'll be right back to get this show started, or actually to finish it up. We're right in the middle of it. We're getting ready to bring the segments, and go over the show, the show segments for you. We got a great show for you tonight and prepared, something that you can take back and share with your family member. So again, God bless you. Thank you so much for tuning in. Grown Man Podcast will be with you in just a few moments. Welcome, and welcome back. We are back and we are live. Yeah, you can we are back and we are live. Thank you guys so much for your patience and for tuning in. It's Grown Man Podcast, Season 4, Episode 8, and we are live in the building with Sidney, Sid J. Jackson, the groom artist, the baddest celebrity barber in the land, my brother, Sid J. Thank you for joining us.
Appreciate you, brother.
We are here to bless your hearts. Right before we get off the camera, we got something for you that you can take with you. Okay, amen. This part of the show is where we go over our segments, family relationships, building morale, and knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. And I think since Gangster is back, we will bring in the corner tonight. So, Gangster, you good, brother?
Yeah. My dog was outside barking. I had to go check on him.
The microphone sounds good. MJB, feel like you just popped in the building. You good?
Hey, y'all can hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. Loud and clear.
All right, as long as y'all can hear me, we good. All right, let's ride.
Loud and clear. Be careful. Loud and clear. But your camera is moving all over the place. You might want to hold that still, buddy.
I'm good. I'm on the phone. I'm on my phone.
All right. Well, real quick before we get these segments started, me and CJ got something to show you guys. Engineer, if you can blow us up real fast and put that camera on CJ real fast. He's gonna tell you guys how you can get a hold of his book.
All right, so this is Bearded, the Ultimate Guide to a Better Beard by Sidney Jackson. The foreword by Dr. Alex Jackson, who, like I said earlier, is the principal of Edgewater High School. This book is found on Amazon.com at the moment, or you can reach out to me on Facebook and Messenger, and I will be sure to get one to you.
Nice.
As well.
Nice.
Again, this is Bearded, the Ultimate Guide to a Better Beard. So, and then Father's Day is coming up. You know, Father's Day is coming up. It's your perfect gift for your loved one, for your boyfriend, your husband. If he's trying to grow a beard, or if he has a beard and he's struggling with the texture or the softness of his beard, I have plenty of tips and tricks and different steps that he can take to achieve what he's trying to achieve.
Nice. Definitely take heed to that. So let's go ahead in his book. So he's an author as well as an actor. We can add author under the title as well. That's beautiful, brother. That's beautiful. You're not taking You're not taking any talents, any skills with you to the cemetery.
No, you're gonna bury them.
You're not burying. You're gonna use them all now.
For the buried talents, bro. I don't want to bury none.
Okay. So Sidney know what I'm talking about.
Yes, sir.
We got one more book, real fast. Sidney J, can you please tell them about this book here?
Okay, this book that he's showing you right now, this is my beautiful, lovely wife's book, Through the Eyes of a Nobody, So I Thought, by Geraldine Sharonda Hilton and Jackson. And currently, if you go to her Facebook and also hit her own messenger, she will be definitely able to get you one and be more than happy to get you one. This is a spiritual book, a Christian book about deliverance. So if you want some information on deliverance, it's God casts out demons that you get through sex.
He was transferred to sex.
Yeah. That's
All
the
right,
basis of her book.
So get your copy, but you can't have this one because this one's mine. Get your copy. And also, check Bearded out.
Yes, sir.
Get your copy.
This is mine as well.
That's mine as well. Get your copy. Get your copy. This is some good stuff. And I wasn't aware you guys were authors, man. This is amazing, man.
Well, she was the author first. She was the author first.
So she inspired you?
She definitely inspired me to and encouraged me to go ahead and get it out of my head and onto the pen and paper. So almost kind of made me do it.
Yeah, that's good.
That's good. Gotta giving that information away for free.
Yes. And Rick, she said definitely she know you from Merchant Drive, represent old school.
What's up, Sharon? I was.
Praise the Lord. Hey, Rick. How are you?
All right.
Hey, Rick.
All right.
Yes,
Yeah, I've been doing good. How you been?
Man, you know, I just moved out here to California about 9 years ago. So I'm originally from out here, so I moved back out here. I got tired of Orlando. But I still, I come now and then. But yeah, I've been gone for a minute. But you know, I messed the old my heart is, the old with my heart is. Mercy all day.
Okay, well, it's definitely good to seeing you.
Yeah, for sure. I'm gonna be on. I'm coming down there for my dog wedding. I know that, so I'm gonna be down there a little while.
Well, let us know.
For sure. I love to meet you, Sid. Cause I'm saying, dog, that's the thing. I would love to meet you, homeboy. I know you're a little younger than me, but I would love to meet you, man. Cause you seem real from what I hear. You know what I'm saying? So you know, like I said, man, I want to meet you, man. I'll be down there later this year, man, to check everything out.
You know, they bless you. I'll be at the wedding.
Yes,
I'll definitely see you.
We gonna kick it? Most definitely.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, tell me to come to the shop.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. And if you're in town, you can always come through the
You
shop.
probably
and we'll take care of you.
will. Yeah, for the wedding. You probably get cleaned up for the wedding.
Take care of you.
Yeah.
You're right.
So, yes, sir. Yeah, man, it's good. It's good to hear from you, Sharon. I'm glad you're doing all right. You know, I've been looking from long, you know, way out. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, but I've seen you, you know, as an artist a while back, and I'm glad you're doing your thing, man. You know, because we all come from the same area, man. We got to keep shining, do what we do, man. You know what I'm saying? So,
Amen.
I'll shine too, man. Straight up, man. I'm definitely help give y'all flowers while y'all here. You heard me? Straight up.
Praise the Lord. Yeah, proud of you too. Yes.
And I didn't mention earlier, but my wife also works with me in the shop. She's my facial specialist. She's a full specialist. She covers the facials. She covers the pedicures and manicures. One of our services we have is called the King Service and the Prince Service. King Service gets you a haircut, shave, your manicure. So it's a one-stop shop for men. That's what we have. That's what we try to accomplish. You know, you can get all your services done in one place. If you need a facial before your wedding, so we can have all of that right there inside.
We definitely coming, bro.
Yes, sir.
Y'all definitely as well. We're gonna make sure Sid give you guys the information before the show is over with one more time. If all minds and all hearts are clear. Since you good?
Oh yeah, I'm here.
Let me mention
one more thing. Go ahead, Sid.
Also with the Country Wayne skits, my wife, she was blessed to be on there as well. So there's an episode where she's the evangelist, like a street evangelist, and she's actually praying for the Don. So a lot of people don't know the Country Wayne skits. I know y'all might not know his motto is Jesus is popping. So a lot of the skits come back. Eventually they have to come back to Christ in some form or fashion. We can go all left and right and all that, but you got to eventually hone it back into the main thing, right? So on that particular skit, the Don was, you know, uneasy about his relationship with his son and the things that was going on since he had been released from prison.
Yeah.
And he happened to see Sharonda, her character in that particular skit, knew him from the past. They hadn't seen each other since he got out, and she recognized him. And then as she was talking to him, she, you know, she gave some words of encouragement. You know, it's all a skit, but that was the basis of it. So definitely, she's one of the skits. It's like I said, it's a blessing, you know, and God got us to where whatever one of us do, the other one pretty much right. That's all.
Amen.
Good. That's real good.
That's how it's supposed to be.
Teamwork.
Yeah.
Teamwork makes the dream work. Yes, that's real good. And you find those skits where about again?
They'll be on the Country Wayne page. And you go to Country Wayne on Facebook, YouTube, or TikTok, and you'll be able to find the skits. Again, I'm in the Damien Gio world. Damien Gio is one of the producers. There are several producers, but the skits that we're in fall under Damien Gio.
Okay, nice. Y'all heard it. Y'all heard it live from Grown Man Podcast. All right, let's get into this show, man. We've been going at it for a minute. Let's get into this show so we can get you guys back to your families, man. We can give you this information and we can get you out of here. Go right ahead. What's that, Gangster?
I got some action I'm supposed to be going to see. You know, we running a little late now.
Yeah. We're moving fast as we can. Yes, sir. We're moving fast as we can. Family relationships.
No, I'm just playing. You holding me up, Double O. You holding me up.
Family and relationships.
Family and relationships. Once again, in this segment, we just simply give you some encouragement regarding family and relationships. Pass the mic around as we give a tidbit of our knowledge regarding the subject. Anybody want to go first?
Gangster.
And all raise your hand one time now.
All right. Give me.
She say gangster. She put him out there.
You heard her?
I heard her, gangster.
Yeah, it's all good. It's all good. I'm ready. I wrote it down too. I
Okay.
can't find y'all.
Take your time.
I don't want to go first. I hope she said, "Oh, I got it." I'll find it in a second, man. I don't know why I'm tripping, man. Do it. All right, man. All right. Hey, I think I got it, man. All right. Okay. Relationship, man. My bad. Excuse me. I was just running a little late. Couldn't find it on the tablet, but I got it now. Basically, what I'm gonna talk about in family relationship is the courage. And what I mean by courage is like, if family, all families don't get along. You ain't gonna, be PG every day. All y'all lovey-dovey. Gonna have some ups and downs. So when that time of the ups and downs come, you gotta have courage to discuss the problem that's at hand. You don't want to talk about all the other family members the way it blow up and get all out of hand. The person that did you wrong, go ahead and speak with them, man. Have the courage and be man enough to say, hey, man, this is what you've done. I don't like it. And how we going to get past it? Once y'all have that conversation, everything will be everything. And you can keep moving. And you can be a family like the family's supposed to be. There ain't nothing supposed to get between the hop of your family dynamics. You know what I'm saying? So keep work at having a good relationship with your family. And it'll work out for the best for you, I think, man. So just keep, have the courage to discuss the problem. Don't let it fester, man. Because when it festers, it's something else. That's all, man. Real simple, short and sweet. Gangster Rick, I'm gone.
Mm-hmm. Good information. Good stuff, gangster. Good stuff behind courage. Okay. Thank you for your energy, fam. Thank you for your energy.
Yep.
Sis, I'm gonna put you out there just like you put my brother out there.
Well, tonight we have covered so much, but I just want to speak to my single people that are in the waiting room for their significant other. Whenever God send you that man or that woman that you have been waiting on or praying for, don't forget to put God first intentionally. Don't get so caught up with the dates and, just being flattered. Make sure you remember God, because a lot of times we get into the the finesse of our person, and we'll put God on the back burner. But in order for that relationship to be bonded, in order for you to have a sound foundation, a solid foundation, God has to be intentionally put in his right place.
Right.
That's it. That's all.
Yeah. I like that, sis.
Good stuff. Good stuff.
So, family relationships, just giving advice. Sid J, you're more than welcome. If you want to say something to the audience regarding family or relationships, you're more than welcome to do so, sir.
I just want to say love your family, whether it's 1, 2 people or 10 people. Love one another, like Rick said earlier, be accountable to one another, be able to have those tough conversations, try to recognize when someone is hurting, try to recognize when someone needs help, and just be there for one another. You know what I'm saying? A lot of families don't have that. A lot of families are missing a lot of dynamics of that. A lot of bickering, arguing, and fussing. We only have this one life. We're only around those people for a certain amount of time. So I just say love one another. That would be my message. Love one another while you can.
It's real. That's just putting it, as plain and simple as possible, man. That's real knowledge there, because if you do that, then you
usually conquer a lot of stuff. Just with love.
And it's a characteristic that God gave us, that God put in us. So if you act on it, you're being of God, you're using the skills and the talents. So, yeah, that's good stuff, CJ. Love someone, love everybody, love, real good stuff. Because you give them yourself, real good stuff. I'll close out family and relationships with the simple subject of I wanted to talk tonight about the conversation. What is the conversation? What is the conversation that you're having when someone calls you? 9 times out of 10, is it negative or is it positive? Is it something that's going to help you? Is it something that's going to make you feel worse than it was before you got the phone call? What is the conversation that's going on between you and the relationships of the people that's surrounded by you, your family and your friends? What's the conversation? What are they giving you every day? Are they giving you advice? Are they helping you? Now let me tell you something. Here's the thing. The people that are delivering negative information and bad advice and hate, they make it their full-time job to do so. They always have it ready for you. Man, this is going wrong, or this is going bad, or I'm dealing with this now, or I'm dealing with that now. It's always the same thing. Or they're always trying to show you something that will not benefit you nor them. And you got to recognize that immediately. It's the reason, because your time is all you have. So these people are trying to input into a lot of hate all day long. They're making their full-time job to do so. People like us that love and that want to make a difference in the world, we have to make it our full-time job to do the same thing. We have to make it our full-time job to give advice, to help people, to care. You heard how Sidney J say he locked that door. Okay, that's a part of caring. That doesn't benefit him. That benefits the other person, being of service. Y'all know we talked about that. family and relationships. God bless you.
Good stuff, man. Good stuff, bro.
Man.
Moving right along. If our minds and our hearts are clear. Any comments? Viewers, we always ask for your advice, your questions, your energy, your input. Even when it comes to the segments, we want to know, where you come from and what can you give, because as you share, we all grow together. So definitely give us your comments. If we don't have any comments, we'll move right along to the next segment, which is building morale.
You say give him the mic. Take it.
Building morale.
Give him the mic. Free Cypher need to come on the stage. Encourage one another. Building morale. Go ahead, sis.
I knew you was gonna do that. Today, I was led to read Psalms 35, which talked about David going before the Lord because he had people that were around him, his acquaintance, warring against him for absolutely nothing. It was their aim to see him suffer. And as I was reading it, God was dropping in my spirit that it is okay for us to go before God concerning those that persecute us for absolutely no reason at all. And we are so, accustomed to saying, well, I'm gonna forgive them and I ain't gonna say nothing. And, in these times that we're living in, it is important that we make our complaints to the Lord about those that persecute us for absolutely no reason at all. And God will vindicate on our behalf. The world loves its own. And we will be persecuted just for wearing the name of Christ. So I just want you guys to be encouraged that if you have a complaint or if you're struggling with, vindicating for yourself or proving yourself to be, the better person, consult God about it because he is concerned. Consult God about it. I'm out.
Yeah, that's some good stuff, sis. Good stuff. That's for everybody. Consult God. Gangster, talk to us, brother.
Mike muted.
Mike muted again.
I'm not hearing anything.
Mike muted, Gangster.
Your mic.
How you don't know your mic muted?
I'm trying to do sign language.
I'm just saying.
Yo, I wasn't listening, man.
Go ahead, guys.
Start all over.
He muted again.
Y'all better hope you don't start cussing.
It ain't letting me unmute him.
Your mic.
Yeah, you can't unmute it. You got to do it. Okay, well, until Gangster gets unmuted, I'll go ahead and throw in my building morale real fast. I just want everybody to be in fight mode, because that's where I find myself at. That's where I see my brothers at. They're in fight mode. I look around and I see others that's not in fight mode. And I think to myself, I say, well, do you really care? Do you even care about your life? So your life yourself, you're a vehicle. You got 4 positions that you could be in. Okay, just an example, hypothetical. If you're a vehicle, you can be in park. right? You could be in reverse. You could be in neutral, or you could be in drive. So if you're in park, you started going somewhere in life and you stopped for whatever reason. You got off the road, you pulled over for whatever the reason is. You're in park. Get back on the road and get back moving. If you reverse, if you're in reverse, you started back hanging with the crowd. You picked up a habit that you let go before. You know, you're doing something that you didn't want to do. You know, you picked it back up. You're in reverse. Go back forward. You can change just like you changed the first time. Go back forward. If you're neutral, neutral means you're not doing nothing with your time. You're just sitting there. You're just wasting time. You're not doing nothing with the time that God is giving you. So when it's time to go back home and you have your box prepared, you don't have nothing to show to God. Remember, the way that you live your life is your gift to God. God's gift to us was life. So if you don't have nothing to give to God, then you're wasting time. So I encourage you guys to get out of neutral. Don't just sit there. He didn't put you here just to sit there. You got a lot of things in you. As you can see, my brother, he has a lot of things in him. We have a lot of things in us. You just have to tap into it. Don't waste your time. I encourage you to move on that idea. Building morale. So Jay, this goes out to our young people, our teenagers, our youth. This is part of the reason why we came up with the podcast, is to talk to them. So this portion is where we give a bit of advice. You know, so if you want to say something, you're more than welcome.
To the youth, I would like to extend to them, tell them to open their hearts and listen. You know, listen to some of the people that are around you, especially if they have wise counsel. If you know someone that is living a positive way, or they have some knowledge about themselves, just listen a little bit. The youth, you know, I have 6 sons, 1 daughter, like I mentioned earlier, so I have my share with the youth. And you know, I wish they would all just listen a little bit more. You know, take heed. You know, I know they want to learn on their own. They want to experience things on their own. And that's the whole way, and that's how y'all used to do it. But listen, there's always a lesson in the conversation. So if they could just take heed to someone wiser, someone who knows a little bit more than what they know, life would be a little bit easier. The journey would go a little bit smoother.
You know what's funny, Sid? I bet our parents were saying the same thing.
Definitely.
They were saying the same thing. You know, definitely. They just listen.
But in retrospect, times have changed. You know what I'm saying? Just like when our parents were saying it, times had changed for us, right?
Yeah.
But listening doesn't change, right? The ability to listen, the ability to take in positive information, it hasn't changed. You know, that message don't always be preached. You know what I'm saying?
You gotta absorb the information, man. You gotta take it in. That's what we're here for. We're here to grow and learn from each other. So I agree with you 100%. Any comments before we move on?
Nope.
No comments. If all minds and all hearts are clear. Gangster, I think they know what time it is.
My bad, man. I had my thing on mute because my dog.
Man. Okay. Oh yeah, that's right. We got Gangster's input for building morale. That's right. Okay, go ahead, Gangster.
Anyway, I'm talking to the mentors and the ones out there that's going to be doing the building morale of the young men. And then, you know, they need a leader, they need a mentor. You know what I'm saying? And give them a good example, man. You know, you got to provide an environment that they can create in. Create an environment that they can be motivated. Sit down, man. Chill. Come on, man. Get out my face. Don't. Oh, my bad, man. All right, okay. Gotta get around me, man. You gotta give them an environment to where they feel that they can create. They're capable of connecting, and gotta find some type of way to motivate them. You build, celebrate the effort, not the accomplishment, so to speak. To let him know that it was good he tried, even if he did fail. Let him know it was good he tried. You know what I mean? Just you can celebrate the accomplishments, but like I said, most people celebrate the effort of making that accomplishment, taking the chance to do that, because it's always a chance to fail. So get them a spot where they ain't scared to fail, because you got to be, able to fail to get to that succeed. I always say you got to go to the grind, through the grind to get to the shine, and that's real as it gets. You got to go through the grind to get to the shine. So keep grinding, young man. That's all. Gangsta Rick, gone.
Amen. Grind to get to the shine. No, that's right.
Yeah.
Good stuff, gangster. Good stuff, brother. Good stuff.
Yeah.
Moving right along. CJ, did you give
Yeah.
Okay, everybody's good. Any comments? All right, all the queens in the building is good. Okay, we're gonna keep it moving if our minds and our hearts are clear. Gangster, real quick, what do we always tell them?
Hey man, we know you could have been anywhere you wanted to be, but you came and decided to kick it with the crew at GMP, and we sure appreciate that wholeheartedly. Thank you, man. Keep tuning in.
You.
Appreciate that. Always giving thanks and appreciation and gratitude to our viewers, to our hosts, to my hosts on the panel, and of course to our guests in the studio. Thank y'all so much for joining us, tuning in. We're gonna bring it
stop in the building. And got us running 2 hours today.
Hey, but the people want it, they love it. A lot of good information get put out, man. It's a wonderful thing, man.
Oh, good, man. Stay the home, man.
Yeah. Let's go ahead and move it right along to the Gangsters Corner.
All right.
Welcome. It's how new segment is called Gangsters Corner, and I'm your boy Gangster Rick. Scroll in the podcast. Let's get it on.
Welcome. Appreciate you tuning in. This is Gangsters Corner. I'm your boy G Rick. Today I got a simple question I'm gonna ask. Sometimes I ask questions, sometimes I report on it, something that happened. But today I just want to ask a simple question. And the question is, what is success to you? What is success, and how do you measure it? Simple. What is success, and how do you measure it? That's my question.
Good question.
That'll be that. Oh yeah, we also do that's merch. If you subscribe and like, you win a little $20 or get the merchandise, either one of the two. So subscribe and like our Facebook page, our Grown Man Podcast, YouTube. Only $1.99 a month. You bet, man.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Definitely subscribe. Subscribe and like to the Facebook and YouTube page. Okay, so to answer your question, ladies first.
What does success looks like to me is overcoming the oppositions that you face, that you've seen in your family time and time, breaking generational cycles, creating generational blessings. And the second question was,
how do you measure it?
How do I measure it? I measure it according to the results that I get. I mean, I know that, alcoholics operate in my family greatly. And I see that I personally have not became an alcoholic, and my children, I don't have any alcoholics out of my seeds. So, I measured it according to the fruits that, have been bared with the things that I have put before me to accomplish. That success to me is overcoming things that we have been so accustomed to when it comes down to dysfunction. So not money, not, just, all these, accolades, but really changing the generation.
I can agree with you, man. definitely agree with you on that, sis. You're on fire tonight. You're hot on all your topics, sis. You're ready for us tonight. Good stuff, sis. Good stuff.
Yes. Praise God.
But yeah, I can definitely agree with you, and I'm sure the audience could agree with you as well on that. Anybody want to comment on this? Want to answer the question? Anybody want to answer the question?
Okay.
How do you measure what is
All
success to
night.
you?
Yeah.
What's success to
MJ.
you?
Answer the question.
Oh,
did you hear?
I don't think
Did you hear the question?
He's frozen.
Okay.
Okay.
CJ, you can ask the question.
What is success?
What is success to you, and how do you measure it?
Success to me is not necessarily achieving the goal, but taking steps toward the goal. In each step you take is a completed step. That's success.
Mm-hmm.
If you're writing a book and you pull out the notepad and you put pen to paper, that's success.
Mm-hmm.
If you want to be a barber and you go buy your first pair of clippers, that's success. You've taken a step.
Right.
You started your journey. Every step is a successful step, right? If you walking and you taking a step and a step, those steps are successful until you fall. Right? So success for me is every millimeter, every little centimeter for that ruler that gets you to that goal at the end.
Every step. Good stuff.
Yes.
Good stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. I fuck with that, man. That was real, man. That was real. Yep. But I always say, man, if no matter how little accomplishment may be at the time, you know what I'm saying? You made that step. That no matter how little that step was, it was a step toward the right direction. You put a lot of steps together, you gonna get where you got to go. Straight up. So I feel what you're saying, bro. That's real.
Yes, sir.
Where you're going, if you just make that step, just go.
Yeah.
Just want to let y'all know I'm back in. I'm back in.
Yeah, we figured that.
Okay. Did you hear the question?
Yeah, we figured you was back.
Oh, I had to reset my phone, so y'all keep moving. Just I'll catch the next one.
Okay.
Catch this.
No problem. No problem.
Yep.
Gangster, any comments from the viewers?
So we have Terrell Hall says Twiz. Gangster.
Twiz, what up, boy?
Thanks for tuning in, brother. You know we love you, man.
Yeah, man. Happy birthday. Wasn't your birthday earlier this week?
Birthday, T.
Happy birthday, homeboy.
We also got Melissa Peters say subscribe. So Melissa, we would need you to just send us the information showing your subscription, and then we'll get with you privately.
Yes. Send me your what's called, Melissa. But thank you for subscribing again.
Thank you.
All right. Any more comments?
Y'all gonna meet me.
I'm loving this. Clear. I'll go ahead and close it out. Gangster Corner, Gangster, to answer your question, well, you're gonna answer it after me, but success to me, it depends on what you want out of life. It depends on what you want. Some people don't want nothing, and that is success to them. It depends on what you want, but I think overall success is to solve the problems that we think that are problems, but they're not problems. They're situations that God placed in front of us, and if we're able to overcome that, I think we find ourselves in a better state. So basically, what I'm saying is, I think that once we know what we want out of life, and we begin to find ourselves by searching ourselves, and by trying to change, by accepting new things and not being stubborn and not saying I know it all, and just being able to learn new things. I think at that point we're able to find out where we're going, and then you're happy. You know, whatever makes you happy is what success is. You know, and that's why I try to
Success,
keep the people around me.
success. Yeah,
I try to keep the people around me happy, and you know, that's just if I can fix a conversation or an attitude, that's success. You know, if I can make someone feels better, then it's a success and it's a win for us all. So I just think it's just, you know, depends on what you want out of life. That's all.
but well, it's just like what you were saying. Success is to me would be accomplishing the goals that you have set in front of you. That is a part of being successful. You know, to me, if you
Yeah.
set a goal and you achieve it, you have succeeded that goal. That set another one. You succeed that one. You know, that go like that. Just climb the ladder, put things in front of you, make it happen, and don't let nothing deter you. And don't get emotionally wrapped up in anything that can take your focus off of what you're trying to achieve.
Yeah.
That's how I look.
I think we are saying the same thing. I think we all saying the same thing. We do have a comment real fast. Let's go ahead and review the comment.
We have Alex Jackson, proud of my brother, Sidney Jackson.
Dr. Jackson, appreciate you, Dr. Jackson.
That's right.
He one of my heroes. That's my younger brother, but that's one of my, one of the guys I look up to.
Yeah.
Right.
That's a beautiful thing. That's a beautiful thing. I'm gonna tell you something.
Ain't nothing like that brother.
Yeah, man. That's what I was telling you, Dexter. It's a beautiful thing, man. That brotherly love. Hey, doctor, thank you for tuning in. Thank you for watching. We love you. We appreciate you. And thank you for motivating and keeping Sid J first. God bless you, brother. Dexter, you want to answer that question before we move along?
To me, success is if you find something you love to do and you find a way to generate a revenue doing it, you're successful, man. And I measure it by the happiness that I feel from doing what I want to do.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody else, you know, you lay your, you know, God laid a track for you know, and you try to follow it. But you know, he also gave you free will. So, you know, we follow the track we want to, you know, follow. But sometimes you go off the track he wants, sometimes you don't. A success to me is doing whatever you want to do, generating the revenue, and keep doing you. That's me, man. Thanks for going.
That's good.
Good stuff, guys.
Yeah, for sure, man. I try.
Good stuff, brother.
Yeah.
Moving right along, man. We're right along. We're gonna close this show out, man. We're gonna close this show out.
Yes.
The last and final segment. I know everybody ready to go. Sis ready to go.
We in overtime.
We
passed overtime. I mean, we done scored, we done tied, and now we try to see.
Now. Don't forget, we started.
We got to take this home.
We started late.
You know.
But it's been full of food, full of energy, full of just it's been good. This show has been very good.
What's that?
Knowledge, wisdom, understanding.
Understanding. Knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. 1, 2, 3. Simple mathematics. We're going to close out the show tonight with our thoughts on what we've learned. This is our report. We'll make it real short and sweet. A bit of knowledge, a bit of wisdom, something that you can take with your family. Ladies first.
He's gonna do it. I knew it. I was gonna go ahead and just say something.
Yes,
but lean not to your own understanding. I'm learning that. I'm learning that even though I've been through a lot, I mean, experience has taught me a lot. God has allowed for me to overcome a lot. Doesn't mean that I have the answers to everything. And so I'm learning every day to lean not to my own understanding on whatever. So I'm encouraging you all to don't lean to your own understanding, but acknowledge God in everything and ask Him for wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, regardless of what it is. I'm done.
Knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. Knowledge is the foundation. Understanding is making sense of the information you get, and wisdom is the ability to work those two together. Knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. It's all tied together. Just open your eyes, open your heart, listen to what somebody got to say. You should have a clear understanding. Life will be a lot easier. You heard me? Thanks, Rick. I'm gone.
Good stuff, gangster.
Sure.
They short and sweet tonight, guys. If you missed it, rewind it. They got some good information for you, man. Real good. So thank you again for your energy, your comments, and your thoughts. CJ, the ball is in your court if you want to give a bit of information to the viewers regarding knowledge, a bit of wisdom.
Hey,
I like what you said. Lean not on your own understanding, you know, and I think that's something, you know, you always got room to learn. You always got room to learn. Like we mentioned earlier, if we listen, if we take accountability with one another, and if we just use wisdom and recognizing, you know, mental health situations, and, you know, we lean not on our own understanding what we think is going on and all that, and pray and trust in the Lord. You know what I'm saying? We come up with real answers to real solutions to some real problems.
Prayer.
It's not what mama. It's not all that mama and daddy taught us. You can't lean on what you think you know, right? Or what you gotta study to show yourself approved, right? And you gotta have understanding. Like we talk about.
Right. And let the people know exactly what is study to show thyself approved. What does that mean?
That, you know, that you're knowledgeable on the topic, right? That you understand what's being told to you.
They got to put in the work.
You got to put in the work.
They got to put in the work.
You know, when somebody give you a tidbit, expound on it.
Right.
Expound on it. Google it.
Right.
AI, see what the AI say about that. You know, there's so many tools nowadays that you can use to expound yourself. So don't lean on what you think you know. There's so many more. And in this world that we're living in today, we're finding out that a lot of stuff we knew or thought we knew is totally wrong, or was taught to us wrong on purpose. So don't lean on what you think you know, like she said. You know, study to show yourself approved. Dig down into any topic that you want to learn, anything you want to know or try to do in your life. Study that thing.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. And then as you study, you'll become a master. You're a master at your craft, at your art. You know, so that's good stuff, CJ. Real good stuff, man. Y'all give CJ a round of applause, man. Good stuff, good stuff.
All right. Yo.
I heard you, brother. I'm so sorry.
Last but not least,
you had a mic, please.
Just know that your thoughts are powerful and your words are powerful. Make sure that you think about what you're trying to say before you say it. And just be real with yourself at the end of the day, because God is inside of everybody. And try to manifest God every day. I'm out.
Good stuff, MJB. And that's true. That's true. Good stuff, MJB. It looks like we're gonna close it out tonight. It's been a great show. It's been a great night. Again, CJ, I appreciate you.
Thank you for having me.
Appreciate you coming, man. You know, you have a wonderful, and I want Sid to give y'all some information before I close it out real quick. You have a wonderful characteristic about yourself, man. It's God given. You know, it's always been that way. That's why I always respect you as my brother, man. I always looking to learn from you. And I'm grateful for you to be an example for us. You know? So thank you again for joining us. Thank you for coming on the show. God bless you on your journey, on your acting career, your author, your celebrity barber, everything, brother. God bless you. and let the people know real quick how they can get in contact with you and how they can get in contact with your information.
Again, I'm Sidney Jackson on Facebook. I also have a page called Actor Sidney J. That's my newest endeavor. We have books. Me and my wife, Jeremy Sharon Hilton Jackson. They can be found through Facebook, and mine is on Amazon as well. Again, the shop is at 7586 West Sand Lake Road in the Dr. Phillips area. We open books, you know what I'm saying? We available to talk to. Me and my wife, like we said, we've been married 26 years. If any topic, you know, if anything we discussed on here today or anything that I'm involved in, if I can help someone or enlighten them, I will.
Yeah.
It's not a problem. But I have a question for you.
Yes.
Did I get my GMP certified? Am I certified grown man?
Yes, you are certified grown man. I got a GMP shirt for you.
Oh, man.
You are certified grown man. Yes, absolutely, man. Absolutely. I think you are is he the first in the studio, Queen?
The first. He's the
MJB
second.
was, yeah, but he's a host. He don't count.
He's a second guest in the studio.
Okay.
That been in the actual studio.
Okay, yeah, we're breaking ground then.
We can say you was the first because it was actually the parents was the first one to actually come in the studio.
Oh,
mom.
My mom.
Yeah, so we can say because it was a parent. So yeah.
Mama touch screen. I was so glad I had a chance to get here. Man, all right. We're gonna let y'all go, man. Let's close out this show, man. Thank y'all so much for tuning in and watching. We appreciate y'all. Knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. I want y'all to take with you 1 Corinthians chapter 2, verse 9. I want you to take that with you. I might have told you this before, but I want you to write it down and take it with you and understand how it applies to your life. 1 Corinthians chapter 2, verse 9, where it says, eyes have not seen, ears have not heard, nor has entered into the hearts of man what God has prepared for us. Amen. And so as you dissect that, you understand that you don't know your abilities. You don't know what you're made of. So you operate in a manner as if you don't have any limitations. And I look around and I see my brothers doing that. And I try to do that myself. And I try to encourage others to operate in a manner as if you don't have any limitations. Don't let it, when someone tells you you're not something, you say, I am that. When they say you are something, you say, I'm not that. Operate as if you have no limitations. God bless you. We'll see y'all next week.
Grown men,